Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin, and this is going to be a different type of video. I was originally going to do a Lion King 1998 review, but you know what? I'll do this later because I actually have a better video because I was going to combine it together, but that was actually it's just going to be way too much and confusing. So I'm actually going to talk about how to fix the 2019 Lion King. And a lot of you guys out there really enjoyed this movie, and I had a good time with it as well. But the way that I approach or watch this movie just made me just not want to enjoy it because it's just a copy and paste of the original. And a lot of people said you can't compare this to the original. And that's just really hard for me not to do because honestly, I saw the original. If I had not seen the original, of course, I would think this was probably 8 out of 10. This would probably be a B if I never saw the original, but I have. So it's just, and having seen the original, I couldn't give it anything higher, but I did give it a really good grade because it's definitely better than Dumbo. And there's still a little emotional moments in this film, but the music in that film is also really great. So, but for right now, I'm going to talk about how to fix the 2019 Lion King. So first of all, you could have done anything with this movie. You could have done a whole lot of things with the 2019 Lion King. You could have done a movie. You could have first of all done a Mufasa and Scar movie as there were cubs and they grew up, and we could see these two characters grow up and give us the reason why they hate each other and why Scar is so mad at Mufasa. And you know, a lot of people are saying like, why is he called Scar? Why is their parents so mean about calling him Scar? You know what? It could have been a nickname. We could have gave that. Mufasa could have gave him that Scar as like a young cub, and all the other cubs were making fun of him because he lost to Mufasa. And next day, you just call him Scar because Mufasa probably gave him that Scar, and that's where his hatred began. Like, you could have done so much with that. So that's one way to fix the 2019 Lion King. You could have done something like that. Now, for this that I'm going to talk next is you can do this. You could have done the same story, which they did, but tell it in a different way, and also fix those mistakes that the 1998 versions did. So, and my version that I'm going to be telling is you could have told it just completely from Simba's perspective, and you guys are probably saying like, but it was. But I mean, completely. We don't get any outside story. We just focus on Simba, and we do not see any other characters for the rest of the movie. Just Simba and what he's going through. So this movie. So the way that so say you do the Mufasa and Scar story first. That movie can end with Simba being born and having the Circle of Life song playing, and that's the way that movie can end. And this one starts up with Simba all grown up in the jungle, and we're at the moment where he and Nala. I always have trouble trying to say her name. Nala, something like that. So this is at the moment that they finally meet, and next, this is where the backstory begins, and they're asking, and they're not in love yet, because that's what the problem with these two films have. These two characters fall in love instantly. So you could, and you can build up to that relationship by having Simba telling the story and the reason why he was banned. Well, or the reason why he's still alive, and the reason why Scar was lying the whole entire time. So, but he doesn't know that Scar's king. We don't know, and he doesn't know that Scar is king. We as the audience. So Nala says that Scar is king and all that. Simba's surprised, and he's like trying to figure out. And he kind of actually he actually thinks that he knows why, of everything that's happening, but he doesn't want to believe it. He does not want to believe it. So, but Simba still has the same reasoning why he doesn't want to become king, like in the original. But we don't know that reasoning, and this suspicion might not work for us, but it would work for the new the new audience that have not seen the original. This would be a way more suspenseful movie, and not as dark, but it would be way more suspenseful, and you would have actually a much better time, because that's when you can add in those more scenes that we have not that you could fit in there, and that would work. So everything that happened in the original still happens, but we tell it in a different way and more of an interesting way than we got right now. So when Nala and Simba are still fighting over why Simba is so afraid to go back to the kingdom, and he's just like, no, you don't know. He's just like, Nala still doesn't know what he's been through, and he starts to tell what he's been through, and he tells her about seeing Mufasa dying, and him seeing Scar, telling him to be gone because Scar banished him. And so Nalala, I can't say her name right, but you know what I'm talking about. So she starts feeling emotional for him, but before he tells that, I should go back. Before he tells him that, we still can have the Love Tonight song. So, and we still all get these songs that everyone likes, except for the Be Prepared song. And instead of seeing Scar throwing Mufasa off the cliff, we just see it from Simba's perspective. He just sees Mufasa fall, and for the new audience, they have no idea what happened. He could have just slipped, and that's what Simba thought. He thought it was his fault. And next we could still have that reasoning that Scar brought Simba to there to practice his roar and all that, because I actually like that, because it actually made sense. So then, next everything on from that point is basically the same story. After he tells Nala the story, but he doesn't want to go back because he doesn't want to face his past. He just doesn't want to. And so that leads up to Riki smacking him on the head, seeing Mufasa in the sky, and having the same, it might be the same, basically same story, but it adds to that suspense a little bit more. And next we find out that Scar killed Mufasa, and next we see him throwing him off, and next for the new audience it would be a surprise. So yeah, it's basically the same story, but it's told in a different way, and it makes the new audience enjoy it a little bit more. And next one, because probably the new audience that saw the 2019 one probably were mad because it's just the same exact piece, but also it gives that a little bit more emotion. It's because it gives it more emotional to the old audience coming back to watch it, because because they could still have fun with it, and it's a neat little twist, and telling it in a different way. So I think that could have fixed the 2019 Lion King, but at the same time, you cannot fix a whole lot, because the 1998 is just so perfect. It's just really hard to make it any better. So, but then that could. This comes to my third movie that you could refix as well, is that instead of having Scar get killed by the hyenas, and instead of having the hyenas find out that Scar's speech on the Old Tower Mountain, they don't find out. Scar just falls off the cliff and he dies. Honestly, that should have actually happened, because that's more realistic if they're going towards the realistic way. So the Hyenas run off. They go back to their caves, and in the next film we still have Scar's son, but have him actually be Scar's son. Have him come from another pack that banished him for some odd reason, because maybe they found out that he was Scar's son, and that pack was really close to Mufasa, and they found out the story, and maybe I don't remember the Scar's son's name, but Scar's son's mom dies, and they're probably waiting for her to pass on so they can ban him. So it's kind of cruel, but that makes it more emotional for the son, and makes it a little bit more emotional when he finds out that Simba killed him. But we have the Hyenas mess with his mind, but they don't tell, and they're the one that points him out to the kingdom, but they don't tell him that that Simba killed Scar, and that's when Simba meets Scar's son, and he's all surprised about it, and he never knew that Scar had a son, and so that's when he gets banished from that kingdom and all that, and the Hyenas tell him that Simba killed his father, and that builds up the rage and all that, and it kind of would make a better story than the one that we got, Simba's Pride one. So there's still stuff that you could work with that. I really have not thought about that one, but I really thought about how you could fix the 2019 version. I don't know how you guys thought about this. Let me know. I cannot compare to 2009. I really have a hard time trying not to compare these two. If you guys want to see my thoughts on this, let me know, because I would really talk about why I like this one much better. I basically already have, but I was planning to anyway, so I maybe will after I end this video. But so yeah, that's my way how you could fix 2019 Lion King. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know how you guys would have fixed the 2019 Lion King if you guys didn't like it, or the ones that you did like. Tell me the reason why you like it, I guess. I don't know. Or say how you could add on to the new Lion King. But anyway, yeah, that was basically my thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought. So anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye guys.